Alright guys, we're out here on beautiful Chilhowie Lake in eastern Tennessee, and this just looks money out here today. Some big fish in this lake. I don't usually catch numbers here. I've had really good days here catching numbers, but it's usually big fish here. There's 6-7 pound smallmouth in here, huge largemouth. You just don't catch a ton of them, so it's going to be hard fishing. We just got here. I actually had to paddle a little ways to get to my spot, and it was too dark anyway. I couldn't really record well. Start off throwing top water. I brought a bunch of baits with me, so we'll switch things up. And there's also some big lake trout out here in this lake, but we're not after those guys. We're after the big smallmouth and largemouth today. But we're coming up onto a really good area, and then we're going to work our way up to this creek, and there's usually some pigs in there. There he is. It's not a bad little fish, guys. Sweet. Right on that point where you should be. Awesome. I'm gonna call this one my first fish of the day because that little smallmouth was about the size of a perch. And this one isn't even that big either. Oh, he fell right off. Yeah, just a little guy. This is a nice little blow up though. Sweet, there's probably more. I usually catch one right on this point or right underneath this bridge. There we go. Oh, that was a good fish. God dang it. Ah, he spit it right at me, right in my face. I got my net. Crap, dude. That was a pretty good fish. Oh my God, a freaking big one, dude. I was stuck in the tree doing the dangle, and he came up and freaking just, it looked like he swallowed it, and I didn't know exactly what happened. On the dangle. Got him. That's a good one. That's a good one. Got him in the net with the backflip. Popped right out. That was so cool. I literally just got hung up in this tree, put my kayak right up in there, and as I was backing out, I just flipped it over to the edge of the tree and stuck a pig. He literally got off as he was doing a backflip, and I netted him. Look at that thing. Oh yeah. A solid guy right there, guys. Whew. Literally like was on top of him, and I just kind of flipped it over to the right side of me and he smashed it. Solid fish, man. All right, let's get a release on this one right now. That was such a fun experience. Like that was, I had a couple weird things happen on this bank. I did the dangle a few casts ago and had a monster come up as I was trying to flick it out of the tree, and it was just dangling there in the water. That happens a lot too. It actually happens way more than you actually think it does. You get that little dangle going and it just like dips in the water, and he came up and took it down. And I wasn't watching the bait, I was watching my line on the tree. And he smashed that thing and just took off with it, and then it popped out. I never got a hook set in him. I'm just on that 90 Chapo, man. It's been doing some damage lately. There's one. Oh my God, that was a freaking giant. I thought it was a small fish because he just came up and just slurped it. I saw his whole body turn sideways under the water. That was a 4-pound fish at least. Crap! I wasn't ready, dude. He just came up and went flurp. Crap, he's not gonna come back. Dang. All right, guys, I'm going old school. I'm gonna throw on the old Jitterbug. It's kind of a lighter bait, so I'm not gonna be able to bomb that thing out there, but I'm gonna hit some banks with it. I have never caught a bass on a Jitterbug. I've never used them. I know it's an old school bait, it's been around forever. See if old school will get it done today. I got 5 or 6 on the Chapo today, the 90. Got all my biggest fish today on that. So I just wanted to try something different. There he is, my first Jitterbug bass. It's a dink, but that's kind of cool watching him hit it. That's 2 hits in a row, 2 casts in a row with the Jitterbug. That's awesome. That's all I wanted, was to get a fish on it. This might be able to catch a big bass. I mean, I've heard some really crazy stories with the Jitterbug back in the day. My dad always said this was a really good one. That and like the old school hula poppers. They used to be really good. There he is. Big fish. Big fish on the Jitterbug. I'm doing the Jitterbug, dude. First time I've ever used this bait. Got 2 fish and like 10 casts. I'm sticking with the Jitterbug. That is crazy, dude. I looked at it when I was at the store the other day, picking out baits. I'm like, pick out a weird bait that you never use for topwater. And this thing pretty much just kind of stood out to me. All right, guys, we're gonna release this one. It's a really skinny one, but a decent fish, man. That thing should be like 3 pounds. It's just so skinny. But I came on the Jitterbug, man. I'm super excited about using this new bait right now. I've never tried it, and it got 2 fish and like a couple minutes apart from each other. So let's go ahead and get a release. There she goes. That's so fun, dude. Got him. Good one. Good one. Ah, nice fish. He came up right here next to me, right out of that tree. Because it's the only cover around here are fallen trees. It's like a flat, shallow bank. And then there was a couple trees here and there. It's exactly where they're at all day. They've been like that. It's another good fish. Guys, that's another quality fish right there. Beautiful. Smash it right next to the kayak. Let's get a release on that one. Wrangle the net back up. Came on that 90 Chapo again. I switched up my Jitterbug. Just a little bit of drizzle out right now. It's perfect conditions for topwater. It is getting a little bit later in the day for my liking. It is 11 o'clock right now, but with this cloudy weather, they'll pretty much hit all day. So let's see if we can just keep finding little brush piles like this and see if we can keep sticking them. That Jitterbug was happening a little bit ago though. I got 3 fish on that Jitterbug in like 5-10 minutes. It was pretty crazy. I thought it was going to be hot with that, and then I kind of finished up that bank and then they just stopped biting the Jitterbug. So I switched back up to this Chapo and caught like 3 or 4 fish already with this. God dang, that was a freaking monster. Right when I looked away again, I was literally reeling up to just start pedaling again, and he crushed it. Please come back. Dang it, that was a big fish. That was my biggest of the day. Oh my God, that was a giant. That was a giant. I actually was looking away. I wasn't even paying. I haven't caught a fish in like an hour. I just wasn't ready for that. That was a big fish, dude. That sucks. I was not ready for that fish. There he is. I got him. He came back. He came back. Oh my God, that's a good fish. Oh my God, he came back. Let's get him in. Yes, buddy. I can't believe that fish came back. That's the first time, like, in a long time a fish has come back and hit a topwater, like, plopper style bait. What a nice fish, dude. Look at that big old bucket. Awesome. We could finish the day off right, man. That's what I'm talking about. So came on the 90 Chapo. Freaking stud, dude. Look at that fish. Beautiful fish. Freaking crushed it. He blew up on it the first time. I can't believe he came back and got it. Had a really good day today. I was out here for quite a while, from like 7 o'clock till almost 1 o'clock now, so I've been out here for a while. But we got some good fish today. Got my first couple bass ever on a jitterbug. That was pretty fun. Overall, the 90 Chapo still got all my biggest fish today. I threw on probably like 8 or 9 different baits today. Chapo was #1 again. Jitterbug did pretty good. I got a couple fish on a swim bait, but they were just kind of dinks. So we're just heading back to the boat launch. And make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll be back out tomorrow.